in your moon work, that would be ideal for releasing blocks that develop you from developing a more adventurous personality that is open to life and in all its challenges. You know, that kind of the think of the Sagittarius archetype who likes to kind of go into the world and think about it and comprehend it and make sense of the relationship between the self and the world, and the Aries warrior archetype as well, and Leo, of course, right? So that's it in a
Thank you.
nutshell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maisie has said, what time was it again for the trine? Did you say
Right. So
11 UK?
it becomes very precise
Yeah,
around 11 a.m.
right.
UK time tomorrow, 2nd of January.
Wonderful.
Okay. Yeah, but it lasts until I mean, if you align that with the full moon phase ends at 2:19 p.m. UK time tomorrow.
Okay.
Right? So it
Yeah.
would be best to do it sometime between 11 a.m. and 2:19 p.m. Yeah,
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Khalid.
most welcome.
And that leads us into kind of like that, our proper introduction. So thank you to everyone who's here. I think there are some more people who've kind of registered, and they will join us as they come in. So we've got lots planned for the next couple of hours. What Khalid has just kind of given us is what's going on in the sky right now, right this minute, on this New Year's Day. And we're going to do some astro-tarot readings now as a group. And we're going to do them for every single star sign. So if you happen to know your astrology and you know where your moon and your rising sign is, then these astro-tarot readings apply to your sun, moon, or rising sign. So you might end up having 3 little readings. Right, so we're going to do that next, and then just so you kind of know what's coming up, Sharon's doing something very exciting. I don't know what to expect, to be honest. Sharon, do you want to quickly just tell us what it's called?
Personal year cards.
Very nice. Should we save the surprise for later? Because I quite like the intrigue and the mystery of all of that. So yeah, we've got that coming up. And then we are going to kind of like find out the highlights of the astrology for the whole of 2021. So it's not going to take terribly long, but Khalid has sort of picked out the kind of like the biggest, most sort of noticeable things for the year. And I think everyone would be quite keen to sort of hear what that is. Followed by the most amazing raffle ever. Right, even the Pomegranate Grove don't quite know how I'm going to do this raffle, so I'm going to surprise everybody with it. And then we have a wonderful, amazing announcement to make that I'm going to save up until the end. And finally, we have our lovely Joanna. Hello, Joanna.
Hey.
Who's going to kind of like give us some entertainment at the end of the party, right before we all go off into our lives and into our 2021. So without further ado, oh gosh, I've got Gretel saying, how do I get onto it? Typical. Hang on. Wait a minute. I'll just put use the link. Hang on, I need to tell her because I'm going to be busy now. Right. So without further ado, we're going to do our astro-tarot readings. Right. So just to remind myself, I'm doing the fire signs. Oh, Sharon, she's disappeared.
I forgot my oracle cards. I will be 2 seconds. Keep going.
Yeah, so I'm doing the fire signs, and Sharon will be doing an oracle reading for all of the fire signs in conjunction with my readings. And then we've got Cassidy doing all the earth signs, Sharon doing the air, and Khalid doing the water. So can someone remind me, am I doing all of the fire signs all in one go?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, so if you are, have I got my video on, by the way? Can
You do.
Can be seen?
If
Okay.
everyone else could turn off their video, that would be fine. You can turn it back on later, but if you can turn it off for now.
Right, and before I do the readings, I need to tell everybody what the question is, because we're all reading on the same question for the astro-tarot readings based on the astrology that's going on now. And that question is, what needs to change for you to be successful in realizing your resolutions for 2021? So I hope you've all got a resolution in mind, because this reading, when it gets to your star sign, which might be your sun, moon or rising, applies to how you can be successful in keeping to that resolution and achieving whatever that goal is. Okay, so eyes down. I'm going to start with the sign of Aries. So yeah, give us a little shout out in the chat if you are Aries, sun, moon or rising, because this tarot reading will apply to you on how to realize your resolution for 2021. So I'm going Aries, Leo and Sagittarius in that order. Okay, Aries, we've got an Aries sun, marvelous, correction, fantastic. Okay. Okay, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Here I go. Aries. Okay, Aries people. So in order for you to this is very Aries card actually. Wow, it started off well. In order for you to achieve your resolutions for this year, you are going to need to turn to the Saturn, I would say, in your astrology. You need to work out what the structure is that you are going to need to. Oh, who's got their microphone on? I can hear someone talking. Hello?
Oh, I think they turned it off.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, yes, you're going to need to kind of like, whatever your resolution is, the structure and the kind of organization of how you're going to go about this resolution is absolutely crucial. I've got like the Emperor card, which is all about kind of like success and achievements. I would say it's a very positive sign, but you do need to have some sort of plan in place, and not just wishful thinking that the resolution will do itself. You have to kind of like work out the plan and stick to it, like the Emperor would. Okay, moving on to the Leos. Well, we're getting some very powerful cards here. Okay, I feel like there's a similar sort of message here for the Leos, but I do feel I'm feeling the Aquarius thing going on again, and we know that Aquarius is opposite Leo. Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn, and I just feel whatever your resolution is, if you have got Leo, you need to research it properly. You need to think it through properly. Yeah, I'm actually, do you know what is coming into my head here? I'm actually feeling, set yourself some positive affirmations, and I think you stand a much better chance of sticking to this resolution. I've got the King of Swords. Okay, I can't see me on this thing to see whether my hang on. Oh, that's it, whether my card is showing. Yeah, can you see it all right? The King of Swords.
Yep.
So I'm definitely feeling, give yourself some strong positive affirmations. If you are a Leo, you're in with a better chance of your resolutions kind of working out. But again, a really strong and positive energy there. And finally, for the Sagittarians amongst us. I know there's one Sagittarian, Joanna, at least. Okay, oh, Muggy's has got a Sagittarius moon. Fantastic. Right. So what is the message for you to stick to your resolutions? Okay, might need to just give this one a little bit of thought for a moment. I feel with Sagittarius, which is kind of like that mutable energy and that kind of is open to being flexible. I'm feeling, go with the flexibility. I feel, take your resolution seriously, but allow yourself to let in to maybe adapt it along the way to make it interesting for yourself. I think if you're very single-minded about it, I think you'll give up on it. So I feel that go for it with that, kick it off with that degree of focus, but then open your mind to kind of like making it more interesting along the way. And the reason I'm saying that was I got the Queen of Swords reversed. And I know in the upright, she can be very direct, very one-track minded. And I kind of like feel that's where you might fall down, Sagittarians, with your resolution. So be prepared to be a little bit adaptable. Now, here comes the exciting part. Sharon, what do you have to add to all my fire readings from the Oracle?
I'm using the Oracle of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish and Jasmine Beckett Smith. And I've got Voodoo in blue. Back off.
Oh,
you see that? Whoop. Can't even see me now. Hell.
Wow.
She's got her little teddy bear, her voodoo doll teddy bear in her lap. And she's got this look like, try me.
Oh.
So what I get from this, so there are people in your lives that are going to say, oh, you don't have to do that. If it's, for example, a diet, well, one little hamburger won't hurt you, or one chocolate bar. Get in back off mode. Fire sign has great back off energy. Just stick to it and say, no, I'm not listening to you. Even if it's yourself with, trying to break your willpower to achieve this goal. Just get everything, like just back off, get out, and sit down and think about how important it is. And another thing that I'd like to say on that, to tell to yourself, if you do backslide and make a mistake, or just say, okay, I've got to do this, and it's against, tell yourself to back off when you beat yourself up, because beating ourselves up gives us guilt trips, and guilt trips keeps us from doing what we need to do. So,
Thank you. What we could do, Sharon, I was just thinking at the end of this, we could get photos of each of these and post them up in the lounge, the Pomegranate Lounge on Facebook, like later on.
Yeah, absolutely.
As reminders for people. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, great idea.
Okay, marvelous. So moving on, that was the fire signs. It's the earth signs is Cassidy.
Hi, everybody. If you haven't already, send us in the chat what your signs are, your sun, moon, and rising are, so we can, call you out as we're going along. Where are all our earth people at?
And if you don't know what your sun, moon, and rising are, let us know, and later on we'll put it together for you. We'll let you know.
Oh, Mickey's got Virgo sun and moon in Taurus. Okay, this is a big one for Mickey. Rising Virgo moon for Jackie. All right, cool. Okay, lots of earth people. I love this. All right, so for our Taurus people, this is a very big card, and I think it's cool. I've pulled all three of my cards here, and I have all majors for each of the signs. So this is quite exciting. So my first, for the Taurus people, this, like I said, this is a very huge, one of my very most favorite cards. It's just a huge shift. But the message that I see for this is that for a lot of Taurus people, what you're wanting to do and accomplish in your life, it just seems vastly different from what has been up till now. There's some folks whose resolutions are, I want to keep my core life, and I want to, go to the gym a couple times a week, or I want to, slowly work towards this job. That's not what I'm seeing for Taurus people. What I'm seeing for Taurus people is that your resolution really calls for a huge shift in, like, fundamentally how you live your day, live your life, plan your, just if you try and mix what you already do with what you're wanting to achieve, it's not going to blend. What is called for is just a much more significant shift in a very holistic sense, rather than trying to just add a couple of things, but a real, revamping of what your goals are, what you want, and how you're going to go about achieving them. So the main message in that is, like, don't avoid trying to just fit things in when they have time. When you have time for stuff, like keep these things top priority. I kind of like with your little back off energy. I like that as well. And I have the Temperance card in reverse. So, that the who you were and who you want to be don't mix. So you really need to kind of cut that line in the sand and move forward to achieve the things you're wanting to this year. But that's a really great card. I love Temperance. This is fantastic too for the Virgo people. Also, I think my favorite card, and also a very Virgo card, which is fantastic. So Virgo people, like you don't need me to tell you this, but like you don't need anybody else. I just, come on, right? Yeah, right, Mickey? You got it right.
Good call, Mickey.
This is so strange.
For the Virgo people, to stick to your resolutions this year and to really make sure they come to light for you, it just needs to be something that, like, deep within you, like, this is the thing I want to do. This fulfills me. I don't care if I need to go this alone. In fact, you probably need to go part of it alone, if not the whole thing alone. But take this time to, do that exploration. And that solitude is such a strength for Virgos for this particular year. So if you had enough of being alone last year, like, keep it up. Because it's the work that you can do on your own will supersede anything that anyone else can bring to you. So don't want to say other people will just bring you down, but they might, so keep your eye on the prize. You can do this 100%. And have a hermit year. I want to be a Virgo. I don't have anything. That's such a kick-ass card.
You just said last week you wanted to have a hermit year. I mean,
Virgo. Okay. And lastly, we have the Capricorn, which this is also super exciting. Yeah, okay. So part of what I'm seeing here for Capricorn people is that your goals, it's almost a little bit opposite to the message of Taurus, but if you have both, I think you can work with it together. Keep your goals kind of compartmentalized. Have very set structured times in your day when you're doing one particular thing and when you're doing a different particular thing. Because I think your goals will thrive best if they're not expected to work together, but they'll feed you in very different ways. They will pull you forward. They will, launch you to where you're wanting to go in different directions simultaneously in a very good way. So for Capricorn people, it just seems, I don't know, it just like really I'm getting the two key areas of your life that you're really wanting to make some changes, go out there and do some really great things. But you don't necessarily need to communicate those to each other. You can have this group of people ready to do this or this situation and then this situation, and both of those pulling you forward, but they don't need to coexist. So, that they're all intermingled. But a really awesome year. The other thing I want to say for Capricorns is like, here's like just a shitty analogy, but bumps in the road, forks in the road, flat tire, like the little things that happen, don't let it completely stray either of your paths, right? Just really, because I think that's in one of the things, like what's the main thing that could maybe set you back this year? Just like little, like you absolutely have the drive and the motivation and just so much going for you to get your goals accomplished, but don't let little things kind of bog you down. And things that might take a day or a week to fix, give yourself that time to, fix said tire or pull said fork out of the road kind of thing. So I've got the Chariot card in reverse, for my shitty car analogies, but that is what I have for the Capricorn. So, Temperance reverse, Hermit, and Chariot reverse. So a lot of big stuff coming in here for our earth energy people. That's really exciting.
Yeah,
so,
wow. I'm just struck by the fact that, the card you got for Virgo and the card Mandy got for Aries, they're both, they were assigned specifically to those signs by the people who invented this version of the tarot, the Emperor for Aries and the Hermit for Virgo. So.
Oh no, Haley has car issues. Oh no, don't let it hold you back, Haley, because you're a Capricorn. Oh dear, don't let it hold you down. One bump in the road. Awesome.
All
Oh,
right.
Khalid, have you got your oracle?
Yes. So
Oh,
I'm using the Crystal Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue,
Ooh.
right? So each card links a particular angel. There are 44 of them that she includes in this deck with a particular crystal. An angel is associated with a particular crystal, on the assumption that their energies blend with each other. And each angel crystal pair has a message. All right. So, what is the most helpful message for anyone with a prominent earth sign, either through the sun or the moon or the ascendant, for how best to manifest their resolutions for the year 2021? All right, so the crystal I got for you is fluorite, and the message is natural beauty and authenticity.
Oh,
Be yourself as God made you naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. So that's good. It feels very Taurian to me, you know. Be your be yourself, right? There's the fixed earth kind of quality, you know. There's not the emphasis isn't on changing yourself, but on figuring out how to kind of be a better version of yourself, you know? Um,
nice.
yeah, be yourself as God made you naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. So that's for the earth signs.
I love
yeah,
that.
that was lovely. Marvelous. So, are we moving on to Sharon? Yes, and the air signs.
I'm going to go ahead and turn off my background so people can see my cards.
Okay.
And of course, I've got to use my new favorite babies. Oh my God, I love this deck. Um, so I'm using the Soul Sparkle Neo Tarot. I may never actually use another deck seriously again in my life. Um, so for Gemini, I got the King of Cups. This is going to be a little tough for Gemini. It's emotional mastery. It's
Mm.
you're going to get very emotional about some of the changes that you're making with your I'm blinding everybody. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Put him down. You're going to get very emotional with some of the changes that you're making. This is called the Soul Sparkle Neo Tarot. And when Mandy first saw it, she said, "Oh my God, Sharon, it's the crown jewels." Um,
It's amazing. It's lovely.
it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So Gemini doesn't do really well with deep emotion. When we feel deep emotion, we kind of just skim it because we don't really want to deal with it. It's not that we're shallow or we're unemotional. It's just that we figure it'll fix itself. So why mess with it? So when we do have these emotions, when we come up on trouble that makes us second guess ourselves or feel really horrible, we just kind of pretend it doesn't exist. And what the King of Cups is asking us to do is when this comes up, when you have issues with your New Year's resolution that make you feel angry or sad or even overly happy, um, take some time to yourself to explore those emotions, see where they're coming from, and see why you're having them. And it will be easier to overcome them. Because I don't know about you, but I have this like love affair with Doritos, and I will emotionally eat. And when I can't eat my Doritos, I get really distressed. And I tell myself I can have one bag of Doritos. And I don't mean the little snack size bag, hun. I mean the big giant one. So don't do the emotional thing where you talk yourself out of your out of your thing. Does that make sense? Mandy, I think you're on mute.
It makes total sense. Yeah.
Okay.
And I've got a Gemini moon. We've got lots of Gemini moons. Maisie's a Gemini moon. I know Cassidy is. You are.
Me.
Oh, Melanie is also a Gemini moon. Oh gosh, I mean, there's just so many Gemini sun, Helen.
I'm Gemini.
Esme's a Gemini sun. Wow. Gemini seems to be really here in this room.
I
at the
have
moment.
noticed that there is more Gemini energy in the tarot world than any other energy. It's like a lot of Gemini sun, moon, and ascendants going on there. And I'd love to do a study about that.
Yeah,
Curiosity, I think.
absolutely.
And then
Interesting.
Scorpio energy helps to solidify it. It's like if you got both, you're sucked right in. So okay, so for Libra, I got the Knight of Cups. Check that out. Wait, let me make him blind you and shiny at you. See every single color in this deck shines. I have found my baby. So what does this mean beside me drooling over my own cards? King of Cups, or as you were, Knight of Cups for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Honey, strut your stuff. You know you got it. You've got the patience for this. You got this. Keep on going. If you feel off balance, just focus and go, oh, damn, I'm good. Okay? You got this. You don't even have to worry about it. Oh, and for Aquarius.
Oh, that's me.
You guys, the air signs are rather weird today. We have the Knight of Swords.
Oh.
Let's drool over the card for just a minute. Knight of Swords. You know where I said for the Gemini, this is so funny because the Geminis had to sit and think, which Geminis don't. We're ADHD. And Aquarius likes to sit and think. No, just do it. This is just do it. Don't even think about it. If you come along a road bump, nope. Just be, I'm not doing it. Just keep going. Keep going. Don't think about it. Just keep doing it. So vastly different messages on how to keep your New Year's resolutions. But what if you have both those energies? What was it?
I have. A good year.
You have as well.
You're going to talk to yourself a lot, Mandy.
Well, hopefully, Cassidy, as we've both got Aquarius and Gemini, I'm going to be doing, my little oracle is the Moonology. I'm going to do a Moonology card for all of the air signs to hopefully tie it all up. But that was brilliant, Sharon. So thank you. So what is the Moonology that will kind of help the air signs to keep on track with their resolutions for 2021? Oh, okay. So I've got a very generic card here it's just called New Moon. Oh, hang on. I love it. It's very bold, this. A new start is coming. So what I like about this, very much so, is that we can all have, start this year, 2021. I mean, it was aimed at the air signs, but I think this is a really good one for everybody. We can start this year that it's a new year, it's a fresh start. It's not just a new moon, it's a new year. And let's be honest, I think everybody is kind of keen to get out of the last year and allow this year to kind of have a personality of its own and to embrace it, so new moon, a new start is coming. And I don't think a new start is coming. I think a new start is actually here. I think it's arrived, and I'm happy to jump into it with my resolutions, with my Aquarius, right, and my talkative Gemini brain to sort of keep me company along the way. So that's my message.
I feel like the message resonates a lot with Jupiter and Saturn having recently gone into Aquarius.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Saturn staying there for 2.5 years maybe, and Jupiter for most of the year.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely
really
so.
good. Mm.
Yeah, definitely so. That's a very big deal, isn't it, this year? That,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Marvelous. So,
All
last but
right.
not least, we have the water signs. Khalid.
Yes. So, what is the message for you if you have your sun, moon, or ascendant in Cancer? What's the best way for you to stick to and manifest your New Year's resolutions? Interesting. Okay. So, this is kind of the opposite of the message that came to our Virgos. Um, I think this is saying instead of kind of falling back on your Cancerian tendency to withdraw,
Mm.
um, kind of to shield yourself from the fluctuations, like the psychological fluctuations in your social environment, immediate or all around you. Um, resist that tendency and try to be more social. Accept that getting what you want will involve being more social, even when you feel like you might be actually better off alone, right? Even when you feel like "Ugh, I don't need these people around me. What are they going to teach me anyway? You know, you need to resist those thoughts and accept that manifesting your goals for the year will involve being around with uh, people who might kind of not feel like they're within your comfort zone, but it definitely involves being around them. Okay, so the message for you is the Hermit reversed. Okay. All right. So that's for Cancers. So what's the message for Scorpio? Scorpio suns, moons, or ascendants? Okay. So this is, okay, I think the message is there are two things here. One is resist any perfectionism that you have, right? That might keep you from taking steps toward a concrete kind of action, right? Resist any tendency you might have that tells you like, no, it's not worth, yeah, it's not worth working on this happening unless like I have a very clear, exact image of what I want and um, I am fully prepared. I'm fully equipped to make it happen, right? For example, it could be like, I don't know, like writing a novel. I shouldn't even attempt to start it unless I feel like I've already mastered the craft of writing, as opposed to actually, you know, going into it, right? And learning along the way. I feel like this is saying like resist your own tendencies, your own perfectionism, and also um, any possible negative reactions you feel kind of like you see yourself anticipating from others, like possible negative reactions to you manifesting what you want. You'll need to resist those. Um, you need to resist your impulse to kind of cave in to the social pressure, to the no's from other people, and the negative estimations. Okay? So basically, in a nutshell, get rid of your own inner critic and say the fiery no to other people. Okay? It doesn't have to do with them. Okay? So this is the Three of Pentacles reversed. Okay?
Nice.
For Scorpio. All right? Now,
Era,
let's.
Cancer Sun, Virgo rising, Moon, and Venus. Wow. She said, "What do I do?"
First, all at the same time. Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
I guess like what I would do if I got messages that didn't seem to kind of fit with each other is I would try, okay, for example, if I had your astrological profile, then I would be thinking, what about my Cancer sun resonates with the message that I got? And what about my Virgo rising resonates with the message that I got? And then figure out how to kind of reconcile or adapt the message as a challenge to your understanding of that, you know, that psychological profile. You know, what it means for you to be Virgo rising or Cancer sun, right? And I think like doing maybe if you haven't done so already, yeah. Oh, good. It all resonates. That's great. Oh, awesome. Okay. So yeah,
Nice.
yeah. If you need like more understanding about why it resonates, you know, you could always read about what it means, you know, but you know, you might already have done that. So this might be redundant advice. Yeah. All right. So we'll move on to Pisces. So what's the message for Sun, Moon, or Ascendant in Pisces? Oh wow. Okay. This is when I get strong cards, I react very emotionally. All right. Damn. This is beautiful.
Mm.
Okay. So your tendency to kind of find the spiritual or synthesize the spiritual out of the material, develop that. If you do, this will be this should be a very promising year for you, a very fruitful one. Um, that spiritual side of yourself has a good chance of developing in a very strong direction, um, and sort of, and also in bringing you blessings, because at one and the same time, it'll kind of make you more yeah, better. It made you better at the game of kind of, or I shouldn't call it a game, but better at giving charitably to others and sharing your knowledge and your gifts. And in return for that, or as a corollary to that, you also have a good chance to be blessed by fate, you know, with gifts that you don't expect, you know, obstacles cleared, efforts rewarded. Um, yeah, I'm feeling like it's a really nice connection with the divine. Yeah, definitely something just not mundane, you know, um, not the gravity of Earth, right? Beyond. So you got Ace of Cups upright.
Oh, lovely.
Wow.
Ah,
Oh.
Very nice.
yes.
Very nice.
Very happy for Pisces, Sun, Moons, or Ascendants.
Yeah.
It'll be a good year for you. Yeah.
Yay, D.
Cassidy doing the oracle for the water signs.
Yes, yes. And the deck I am using is called the Sacred Traveler's Oracle, and by Denise Lynn. Yes, I love this deck. Okay, so the card that I have for everyone of water signs, it's called Overcoming Obstacles. You can overcome anything.
Dawn, could I possibly have some celery and
Okay, I muted her. Yeah, sure, hon. You can have some celery. It happens. It happens.
I was so hoping I could have grabbed it and pulled it on.
She's put, oops, sorry.
That was funny. That was cute, Millie.
Cool. Okay, water people. Overcoming obstacles, you can overcome anything. So this is a really cool card. So it's got the pathway. It has this big old boulder in the middle, and it has a little sword that's gone through it, and it's got a little heart on the sword. So, and then what you also see here in this imagery is like, whoops, beside it, there is a couple of little stones and a little birdie on top. So in terms of overcoming obstacles this year for the water people, the message I'm seeing from this is don't worry about if something comes in your way or it's, you know, you can't get through something. The opposite of like taking your sword and smashing it through a boulder. Like that's not going to help anyone. If you look over to little birdie over here, there's a couple of smaller rocks. Perhaps you could just move these little rocks and go around big boulder and keep going on your way. So the extra message for water folks is like, hey, when things, you know, just whether it's a literal block in the road or there's an obstacle that's presented itself, you might need to, you know, see someone else, ask someone for help, see if there's a way around it. It's like that kid's book, can't go over it, can't go under it, must go around it or something. You know what I mean? Just don't try and fix the obstacle so much as can you just avoid it entirely? You know, can someone lead you through a different path? Can you move a couple of smaller boulders? What are your other options rather than hitting your head against a wall trying to, you know, move this massive boulder? So yeah, I mean, you can overcome anything. So this is gonna be a really great year, I think, for the water people. So absolutely
Yeah.
go for it.
Lovely. So before we
Yeah.
move on, thank you very much, everybody. Oh, I have got my microphone on. If any, I know we've got quite a few sort of questions in the chat, but if anyone has got any really burning question they want to ask about any of those readings, we're happy to sort of just for a few minutes look at that now. If not, we're around later to talk about it. But let's just have a quick look. There was a lot of comments during that. So gosh, everyone's sort of telling us what their signs are to begin with. Yeah, we've done, which is marvelous. It does sound like most people know their sun, moon, and rising, which is like really, really great to sort of know that information. I mean, you should like honestly use that as much as possible. If you don't know and you know your date, time, and place of birth, message us, and it's very easy for us, especially if you've got the time as well, for us to give you that information.
Yeah, asked how about pulling the sword out of the stone?
Oh, wonderful.
Love that, because it's got a little heart on it. So, you know, it's a good sword. You don't want to leave that there.
King Arthur. Yeah, she did say Excalibur. Okay, I was seeing a man standing there, but now that you put it there, it's a sword. Oh.
I did think I saw something earlier, and I thought, well, I'll answer that later. Hang on. Oh. No, I've lost it. I did see one about the Leo sun and the Cancer moon, Kimberly. Yeah, I saw that. And I was thinking, with the Leo sun, I was saying like do some affirmations, and the Cancer moon would be all about kind of like allow the help of other people. So I kind of like think that those two are pretty combinable, actually. Yeah. So yeah, it's just a question of blending. If you do know your sun, moon, and rising, yeah, often they can sort of blend. And if not, there's another little challenge that will make it all the more interesting. But yeah, we're happy to talk about it afterwards. Okay. So one new message. I don't know if that's for me. I don't really understand all this, but maybe it was in general. Right. Moving on. I think we're Sharon.
Oh, Khalid doesn't have astrology?
After. You are actually next. Find out your personal year card before the astrology.
All righty then.
Yes.
So I have this really fantastic book by Mary Greer, let me say it right, called Tarot Constellations. And it's a really in-depth workbook on finding all kinds of different tarot cards that you can get lessons from and understand yourself a whole lot better. Personal growth. Love, love, love this book. It's called Tarot Constellations. If you can get your hands on it, definitely buy it. It is also alluded to, she likes this so much, the personal year card. It's also alluded to in her book, Tarot for Yourself. So she doesn't go into all the other stuff, but for each year of your life, we have a major arcana card called a personal year card. Okay, this represents all the tests and lessons that this year is going to bring to us. And you have one for each year. It changes each year. You can do this for your birth year. The birth year would give you the major obstacles and opportunities that you'll have throughout your life. So if you do it every year, you see what opportunities. It's for arming yourself to be aware of the opportunities and obstacles you will have and what you can learn and grow from. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. I'm going to share my screen. and make sure I get to the right one. Give me a second. I'm so sorry. Had it up, but I was doing all kinds of other stuff. Okay, so your personal year card. Doing the math. I had to make a real short little slideshow because if I try to explain math to you without pictures, nobody will know what the hell I'm talking about. Numbers and I do not mix. So bear with me. So what you do is you add your birth month, your birth date, and the current year. The current year can be switched with any year of your life. And it's really cool if you do each year of your life because you'll see a pattern of the same cards, the same lessons, and you'll see that you've got some cards that don't even show up. So doing your whole life can show you every year that you've had to go through these same lessons and what you really need to learn. It's cool. But for this year, my example is my birthday is the 8th month of August. I have the 8, the birth month, the birthday, 1, and the current year. And I add all those up and I get the number 2030. So then I add the 2, 0 plus 3 plus 0 plus 5. So my personal year card for this year is the Hierophant. You can
Mm.
stop laughing. Oh, God. Everybody knows how much I love that Hierophant. So
Yeah.
what I need to do with that is I sit down and I reflect and I find out what he means to me. But I also have a little cheat sheet that I'll put in the chat. I forgot the word. So that you guys can look through and see, things that will start you. Don't look at the list and say, oh, this is what I need to learn. Use it to jumpstart your intuition to really look at that card and see what you need to know. All right. And just in case, okay, you didn't understand that, I've got a second example for you. I hope is everybody understanding this okay?
Hmm.
Yeah. So with the personal year card, say you can go anything up to 22. The Fool will be number 22 in this instance. Dee, do you mind turning off your camera, hon? For now, you can turn it back on later. Thank you. So anything over 22, 23 and above, you want to break down to its lowest denominator. But if you get 22, leave it at 22. That's your year card. 21, any of those. Make sense? All right. So I did my husband's. The 6th month, the 22nd day, current year, 2021. Added all of that up and got 2029. Then I added all of those up. Does the math make sense? Okay.
Mhm.
At 13. So Paul has the death card for this year. So that would be the card that he has lessons to learn from. Very, very simple. The hardest part is sitting down and understanding what everything is to you and the lessons you need to learn. And I'm just going to run through this real quick, but I will put it in the chat so everybody will have this little thing. But so I've got the Hierophant. My focus will be teaching or studying, social interaction on a professional or ethical level, working within hierarchies, intellectual development, and spiritual guidance. So my first reaction to that Hierophant was, oh, hell no. But seeing this, wow, isn't that everything I want to do this year, Mandy? So that's marvelous, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it ticks every box for you, doesn't it?
It really flipping
Amazing.
does. So, hey, me and the Hierophant might get along this year. He's also my birth card. How messed up is that?
So for your birth card, you would just replace this year with the year of birth and yeah.
Yes, yes. And that would be your not only that year card, but your personal, your life path, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Nice.
So, and
This is great.
Paul had death, which is letting go of something old to make way for something new, transformation, regeneration, and dealing with emotional pain. So I'm going to send this out to everybody on the Skype, no, Zoom chat. If it
Great.
doesn't work, let me know and I will email it to you.
That's
So, and
great.
I could also email that to everybody in the party. But it's really cool. And this is just like I said, a jump start for
How many people here did you, sorry to interrupt, are readers, are tarot readers here? Sort of, I don't know if people can, yeah.
and
Quite a lot. Oh gosh.
Ia
Yeah.
asked if doesn't the new number, the year number kick off on, I think she meant the birthday. It actually kicks off on the first of the year, Ia. The thing with that is, say my birthday's in August, so I'm going to be hit with hermit things to learn, and by my birthday, I should have made that as part of the way I act. I should be not hermit, hierophant. I should be acting hierophant. I should be able to deal with the lessons. So that would be saying like Mandy's birthday is in January. So Mandy's year card would be much simpler for her to integrate into her life because she's probably already dealt with those lessons in the past. Whereas those of us with birthdays at the end of the year, we have longer to learn the lessons, but the people with the beginning of the year have an easier time putting the lessons into action.
Oh,
So they just kind of both blend together. Does
I
that
just think
make
it's a
sense,
really,
Ia?
yeah, I think it's a really nice thing if you are a reader to sort of maybe add it to a reading as a little gift to your client, you know, that the energy of their year card.
Yeah, it's really cool. It is
If they kind of need a bit of support or a bit of guidance or a little bit of a, you know, an
or
energy to kind of accompany them along their way, it
just
would be a
helping you
really nice card for them to,
understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if it came up in the reading as well, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's really cool how that works. Oh, there it is. Did everybody get that?
Yeah, yeah, it's there. Thank you,
Mhm.
Sharon. Yeah.
All right. Any questions at all on how to do that? I'm not the best at explaining math, but I tried to break it down as well as I could.
I think it was quite straightforward. I got it, and that's a good sign that it was straightforward. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
No, it was
And
really
that
good.
came from Mary Greer, either Tarot for Yourself or Tarot Constellations. Tarot Constellations, I believe, might be out of print, but I got mine off of Amazon a few years ago for $7.
Wow.
So, really cool little workbook.
Thank you, Sharon. That was fantastic.
You're welcome.
So today might be day one, but we have got the whole year of 2021 ahead of us. And we're all very optimistic at the moment that we're out of 2020. So, Holly, please, you know, make sure there's some good news mixed in with this.
There
So,
is there.
yeah, that would be great. So, what are the astrological highlights coming up for 2021 in general?
All right. So first thing to take note of is that Jupiter is going to be present with Saturn in Aquarius for the greater part of the year. And so Jupiter and Saturn are kind of, they're seen as having very contrasting energies and personalities, with the Saturn being about kind of constriction, limitation, cutting off, and kind of being a stern critic, you know, and Jupiter about being, you know, expansive and, having faith in the opportunities that seem to be present, you know, kind of like a Santa Claus in a stereotypical way, a Santa Claus figure, right? So they're both in this Sign of Aquarius, which is also ruled by Saturn. Um, but contrary to Capricorn, Aquarius is more, it's more kind of aligned with, it's still occupied with like society in the way that society, Saturn is focused on social structures, but it's more inclined to kind of um, social reform and to humanitarian issues and to issues of, you know, that touch on freedoms, right? Human rights and individual freedoms, right? So I think it's just a bit lighter, even though Aquarius is a fixed air sign. It's still, I feel, lighter for Saturn to be in Aquarius than for it to be in Capricorn, right? And Jupiter kind of being conjunct with Saturn, actually, you'll find that different astrologers have different opinions about that. Some will say that it can amplify Saturn's restrictive tendencies. Others saying that it might alleviate them, kind of incline Saturn to be like less strict. Um, I'm gonna go with my own intuition and my, you know, and my belief that to manifest positive change, you need to think more positively as well. So I think, first of all, the timeline. So this alignment, Jupiter and Saturn both in Aquarius, is gonna run from the 19th of December 2020 until the 13th of May 2021, after which it'll be interrupted with Jupiter going into Pisces. And then it'll resume again on the 29th of July and go on until the 29th of December 2021. Okay, so those are the relevant dates. And I would expect seeing during this time a slow but steady move toward the restructuring of the status quo and its unequal hierarchies, and also a move toward reimagining collective identities and rights and freedoms, as they can be facilitated through various forms of like group efforts and intellectual exchanges. And I feel like it's very likely that these exchanges will take place a lot, for the most part, maybe across online platforms, as we've already seen, and that trend might be kind of intensified by this transition into the air sign Aquarius, right? Um, right, and then there's also actually another way that Jupiter works with Aquarius is that Jupiter is a very philosophical planet, and we see that particularly with Jupiter in Sagittarius, the rulership of Jupiter over Sagittarius. So there is, just like there is a kind of um, an inclination toward impartiality and kind of critical distance in Aquarius, there's an inclination toward being a, you know, a philosophically coherent kind of worldview that we see in Sagittarius. So in this sense, you can see the planetary energies working in a constructive way when they're in Aquarius, right? Yeah, so stimulation of the inquisitive philosophical mind. Um, right, okay. Then we move to this other more difficult aspect that a lot of astrologers have been talking about, and that is going to last for quite a while. I think a little more than 2 years if we just focus on the Saturn part. But so this is a square aspect, so around 90 degrees, between Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius on the one hand, and Uranus in Taurus. Okay, so this is going to be for this year, right? It's going to be in effect from the 19th of December. It started from the 19th of December 2020, and it's going to go on, sorry, past this year, until the 6th of February 2022. And Jupiter kind of moves out of the equation for around 10 weeks when it moves into Pisces on the 14th of May, and it leaves Pisces on the 28th of July. So that's at least 10 weeks in Pisces, okay? So that should be very good for you, Ian. I remember you mentioned you have a Pisces moon, and so maybe you might see the Ace of Cups kind of flowering during that period, okay? So on the more, let's say, heavy side, we might we might expect a certain level of like collective agitation for social and political reforms because Uranus is very much about change and overturning the status quo. So it's like the opposite, the diametric opposite of Saturn in this respect. And it's also different from Jupiter because Jupiter does not like violence. It doesn't like upheaval in that sense, you know, not in a kind of destabilizing way. Uranus does, on the other hand, right? So there is a conflict in this alignment that is likely to involve quite a bit of unrest and possibly violence. Let's hope not. Um, and yeah, so basically, there's the theme of the Uranian themes of rebellion, freedom, and revolution, working against the Saturnian themes of conserving the status quo, what already has been built, right? But that is mitigated by the fact that Saturn is in Aquarius, and Aquarius does lend itself toward reform, but at a slow, steady, sensible pace, right? Right. Um, yeah. Okay. So that's it for this part. We also have, right, and I already mentioned this, Jupiter in Pisces, and Jupiter rules, is the traditional ruler of the sign of Pisces. Um, so we see Jupiter in Pisces forming a sextile, a smooth 60-degree aspect with Uranus and Taurus. And it's also going to be like for the whole duration of its presence in Pisces, it's also going to be there with Neptune, which is the modern co-ruler of Pisces and one of the outer planets. And you know, the changes that Neptune brings are like on a much more collective scale and more long term, right? Um, so I see this as a good time to expand intellectual interests and develop a broadly spiritual approach to life and to work on planting the seeds of your transcendent ideas in the physical plane. Okay, so this would be a good time to kind of disengage from very materialistic filters for understanding reality and try to develop more spiritual ones. And you might find yourself called to learn, develop, and or disseminate original worldviews that encourage people to understand the Taurian security from a broader, less materialistic perspective, right? Uranus and Taurus already wants that. It kind of, yeah, its character does not blend with this fixed earth quality of Taurus that tends to kind of experience security as having just, you know, money and food and shelter and more and more and more of all of that, you know? I think this aspect between Jupiter and Pisces and Neptune there also, and the sextile with the Jupiter and Uranus is inviting and encouraging that kind of shift, right? Understanding reality from a broader, more spiritual perspective. Another thing to take into account is that Mars is going into Taurus, where eventually it's going to run into Uranus. It's going to be conjunct with Uranus. Both of them very active and disruptive planets, okay? So this is going into effect on the 7th of January 2021, um, and lasting until the 3rd of March 2021, okay? So Mars, when it's in contact with a planet, it has a similar effect to Jupiter, particularly if that planet is already very active. So with Uranus, we can expect it to amplify and accelerate those Uranian qualities. And so there's this like even heavier push against Saturn during this period, right? From the 7th of July until the 3rd of March. So there is a risk of an overdrive in the energy of rebellion and social unrest. And yeah, so let's hope it doesn't lead to any kind of serious violence. Okay, if you see that in yourselves, try to suppress it. Okay. So then there's Mercury in Aquarius, which because of the retrograde motion is gonna be there for a long time. So from the 9th of January 2021 until the 15th of March 2021. So that is at more than 2 months. Okay. So I think this would be an intensified period of social networking and also would offer a good chance to come up with inventive long-term solutions to long-term problems. Okay. Also, this should be a good time for all of us to observe and analyze ourselves and our environments from a more critical distance. Step back, right? Try to step back from yourself and try to step back from the environment surrounding you. Okay? Then, and I love this, Venus is entering into Pisces where it's exalted, right? It's treated as an honored guest in the sign ruled by Jupiter. And also it's present with Neptune, the modern co-ruler, and Neptune's going to be there for quite some time. It's a very slow-moving planet. So Venus is entering Pisces on the 26th of February and leaving on the 21st of March. Okay. Um, that, right. So that is going to be, yeah. All right. So it's less than a month. Okay. And it's going to be conjunct Neptune within an orb of 10 degrees. That's the largest orbs usually that most as modern astrologers work with. Conjunct Neptune within an orb of 10 degrees from the 5th of March until the 21st. So until the end of its day, actually, in Pisces, right? From the 5th of March until the 21st of March, it's going to be conjunct Neptune. So I think this would be a great time for creative and artistic endeavors and for seeking and creating beauty, for cultivating compassion, emotional connectedness, the imagination, spirituality, and also for manifesting visions or desires that are valuable in themselves, whether or not they bring material rewards, right? Um, just a few more points. There is Venus going into Taurus, which is the sign, one of the two signs that it rules, the other being Libra. Um, and it's going to be locked into this square with Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius. Um, and also is going to be present with Uranus in Taurus. So that's a bit of a complicated type of alignment, pretty complicated. That's going to be there from the 15th of April until the 8th of May, right? So this would possibly be a good time to make modest investments in property or to work on preserving property that you already own and to maybe to indulge yourself in a few luxuries because Jupiter on the one hand works to expand opportunity, Saturn works to restrict it, and Uranus is always a wild card. You don't really know what to expect. So I think it's safer to kind of relax your caution over spending, which is a Venusian kind of issue. Relax your caution over spending during the first week of May when Venus gets out of this wide 10 orb conjunction with Uranus. Okay, during the first week of May, from the 1st until the 8th, it's out of that 10 orb conjunction, right? So it's in Taurus. There's still that square with Saturn and Jupiter, but Jupiter is involved there, and Jupiter says yes, right? Right. So the earlier phase of this conjunction, which involves Uranus, might be good, not for money things, but it might be good for exploring unfamiliar fields of knowledge, trying untested ideas, or subjecting your own values to a critical review, because Venus does govern values, and values play a vital role in how you identify yourself, right? Okay, so a couple of more points. How am I on time?
I think you're going to have to kind of just cut to the really
All right.
essentials, but yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
That's
So
fine.
much.
Okay. All right. So one more time. Venus and Libra, another sign it rules, getting this nice trine aspect from Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius. That's going on from the 16th of August until the 10th of September, 2021. So I think this would be a good time to seek new, intimate, romantic, or business partnerships, or to work on already existing ones and reinforce your commitment to all the responsibilities that come with these types of really intimate partnerships. Okay. And I think in general, whenever the sun is going through, I think it should be a good year for all the earth signs if they manage to um, actually, yeah, if they manage to kind of make the changes necessary in themselves to embrace radical change, because Uranus is going to be in Taurus, right? So if they're going to be open to radical types of change, I think that's going to be an easier way for them when the sun transits their sign, and an easier way for them to kind of adapt to the square between Saturn in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus, right? And finally, we have a stellium. That's a group of at least 3 planets in Capricorn. That's the Sun, Mercury, and Venus. So these are the most, personal of the personal planets, with the moon also included. That's running from the 22nd of December until the 31st of December, 2021. I think this would be a very good time for drawing on the good Capricornian qualities like ambition, pragmatism, high work ethics, independence, and also this desire to play a prominent and constructive role in public life. So that's it. That's all I have for you for 2021. I hope it's
So
useful.
just to kind of like really summarize that period of time in when Jupiter is in Pisces,
Right.
is a really good time to jump on for positive things. I mean, that's quite an overwhelmingly positive time, and that's 15th, 13th of May
That's
until
from
the
the
end of
4th,
July.
right, from the 14th
So
of May
and then
to the 28th of July.
and then there was that other positive time with Venus in
Right.
September. Is that right? Was that September when Venus?
Venus in Libra.
Yes.
Right, Venus in Libra. That's from the 16th of August until the 10th of September.
So that was another kind of like promising time. And the rest of the time, we just have to kind of like just wait and see. I think it could be quite mixed, because sometimes we will get the, restraint of Saturn, and sometimes we might get the benefits of Jupiter. So, and I think it will be interesting for people to kind of look at their own personal birth charts and see which house in your birth chart is affected by all of this. And we are available certainly, to do readings on this. If you want to kind of check it out on the website, then you can see how it might affect you personally. But anyway, that was wonderful. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And now I think it's time to have some fun. We're going to do the raffle. And I don't know how this is going to go, because I've kind of like come up with my own very kind of complicated, or I don't know if it is complicated, but different version of things. So basically, have you all got your raffle tickets with you? Because everybody has been sent their personal raffle ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very sorry, but if you haven't, then you'll just have to watch the raffle, because it's, I did send them out to everyone who had registered by about half an hour before this event had started. So marvellous.
Can we have videos on now? Could we have videos
yes, why
on?
not? Yeah, you can have your video on. Yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody come back.
So I have with me, and I know some people saw this before at the festival, my Mandy on the Moon bag, okay? And in this bag, I am going to put my 12 moons, my 12 wooden moons. In they go into the bag, right? I just want you all to know I'm not cheating or anything. Now,
Mandy.
What? Yes.
Could you turn off your background so we
can
see the
hang
bag?
On. Hold on, how do I do that? Choose virtual background.
And then just scroll up to none.
Right. Oh, hang on, let's get rid of that. So, yes, so I've got my 12 moons are in the bag. Now, I can tell you that 4 of these 12 moons each have one of our 4 names stuck on the back of them. That's Sharon, myself, Mandy, Khalid, and Cassidy. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to do the raffle, and if your ticket gets called out, I will pull out a moon. Okay, and if it happens to be one with the name on it, you will get an instant oracle reading from whoever's name was pulled out of the bag. Okay, so that's the first 4 raffle prizes. So just because your ticket gets drawn, it doesn't necessarily mean that you've won the oracle reading. There is, however, a star prize, and that's going to happen once all of the 4 mini prizes have been won. And just so you also know, if you won or if you win one of the mini prizes, it doesn't mean that you're not in with a chance of winning the star prize, because we're going to put everybody's tickets back in, so you could win both. Okay, so
She's wonderful.
I think it will make sense as we go along, but what I'm trying to say is don't be disappointed if when your card comes up I don't get a moon with the name on it. It just means you didn't win the oracle reading, okay, at this stage. Sharon already looks bewildered.
I
Okay,
stay bewildered.
Eyes down, here we go. The first card is, oh, I should get my list up, because I did have a list of who had got what. Oh, actually, no, we'll just go by who's here. If they're not here, they're not here. The 8 of Cups. Didn't think anyone had that one. Okay, next card is the 3 of Cups. Joanna! She's got the 3 of Cups. Right, Joanna, I'm going to put my hand in the bag. Tell me when to stop. Say now.
I'm so excited. Now.
Hang on, one of them fell out.
No.
I'm going to put it back in. Right, hang on. Right, say now.
Now.
No, bad luck. It hasn't put a name on it. No, you didn't win. You might still win the star prize, though. Okay, there's now only 11 moons left in the bag. Okay.
Wait. This is what card is this raffle, as far as the raffle itself and having to depend on the moon? It's like a double whammy. What card is this?
Yes, it is. I told you this was like no other raffle. Okay, has anyone got the 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Coins?
I do. Yes. Send. Yes.
Somebody said yes.
Yeah. Derv. Me.
Dervla!
Derv, hello.
Right. Okay, Dervla.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me when to stop, Dervla.
Stop.
Okay, I've got one.
Okay. Cool. Oh.
You have won
No
an
way.
oracle reading with Khalid.
Ooh.
Okay, Khalid. All right. So this is the lovely Dervla. Okay,
Right.
and this
Yeah.
now stays out. Okay. Would you like to give her oracle reading for
Yes,
this
absolutely.
new year?
Yes.
Okay. Brilliant. Cool.
Awesome. All right. So Dervla, here is your message from the Crystal Angels Oracle
Okay.
by Doreen Virtue.
Okay.
Topaz, forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
Thank you.
I hope that
Wow. Okay. That
at
was
some
to the
point.
I need that one. I need to buy some damn topaz.
Wow. Okay. Right. Okay. Eyes down.
Yeah.
There are 3 more oracle readings in the bag. Okay. Oops. But there are 11 moons in the bag.
Ooh.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, 3 of Swords. I don't think I was so mean to give anyone that card. Right, actually. Okay, the next one. Ace of Wands. Anyone got that one? That's possibly, yeah, that possibly went out. No? Okay. The Star. Somebody definitely had that one. Somebody who's not showed up. So yes. Okay.
Oh, wait. Someone's.
Pardon?
Hold on. Someone had the star.
Marie Lene. Hello, Marie. I love you.
Marie's got the star.
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
Oh, Marie. Right. Okay. Hi, Marie. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Right, I've got the end of it. Me. You got me, Marie.
Oh, really?
Right, hang on. Where's my Moonology deck by Yasmin Ballard? I forgot to say who this deck is by. So yeah, it's a nice deck. Okay, Marie, this is a little personal message for you for this new year. Here we go. Do you know, all day I knew this card was going to come up, and I was thinking all day, I really hope this card doesn't come up, because I find it hard to know which way to interpret this. Okay, you'll know this card when I say it, everyone, because it's come up in readings before. The void of course moon, nothing will come of this situation. And this card, the reason it bothered me is I thought it could go either way, because it might be a situation where you'll be very glad to hear that nothing's going to come of it. Do you know what I mean? If it's something that's been bothering you. On the other hand, if it's something that you really kind of are hoping for, you don't want to hear the words, nothing will come of this situation. So because this has come up in such a generic way, and as your prize, Marie, I want you to kind of apply that. I mean, let's go positive here. This is a party. This is a new year. I want you to apply exactly that message. Nothing will come of this situation to anything you like, and you don't have to share it with us, that is bothering you. Okay?
Right, yeah.
Nothing will come of this situation, so it will just fizzle out, so don't worry about it. That is my message for you, Marie. But as I say, that is one of those cards that could go either way. But as it was so general, you know, let's take the positive road with it. Okay. But I'm glad it actually came up now, because we can choose which way we want to take it, than it coming up in the astro-tarot readings when we were trying to say, you know, how are you going, you know, something that's going to help you with your New Year's resolutions. Oh, nothing will come of this situation. I mean, it wouldn't have been very helpful had it have come up then. So anyway, I will stop waffling on. We have 2 more oracles in the bag. Okay. 2 of Cups.
Someone's got to have the 2 of Cups.
Somebody definitely was given that. Yeah. Okay. 5 of Cups.
Oh.
Make sure your microphones are on so you can shout and scream. Okay. The 9 of Coins. Page of Swords.
Yes, me.
Yes,
Me.
Svetlana. Okay, Svetlana. So there's still 2 oracles in the bag. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay, I've got it. No, bad luck. Okay, keep going. Sorry. But you might still win the star prize. Okay. Oh, the Fool. No. 10 of Cups. Page of, oh no, Knight of Coins. Page of Wands.
What?
Page of Wands. No? Okay. The Sun.
Oh, somebody's got to have the Sun.
It's me.
Yay!
I'm the Sun.
Esme, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
No.
Oh, well.
Annoying, isn't it? Everybody wishes it was just a straightforward raffle, but not a chance of that. Judgment. I'm just going to take them off the pot. Oh, Ace of Swords. Wow. Gosh. King of Swords.
Me.
Okay, tell me when. Tell me when it's.
Stop.
Yes, you have. You've
Oh.
got Sharon.
All right.
Sharon, right? Okay.
Oh.
And this is for Millie, right?
Yes.
For me.
All right, Millie, what message do I have for you? I have got this is really odd. I'm gonna turn my background off so you can see it. Out trick or treating.
Oh goodness.
We're here.
Oh,
how terrifying.
What I'm getting from it though is have fun. It's time to have fun. I don't think you've been having a whole lot of fun lately. Just be your beautiful self and do the strange things that other people think are strange, but you've been hiding because you think other people think it's strange. Don't
Oh,
hide
I've never
anymore.
hidden my strangeness.
Well, if you haven't ever hidden it, continue to be yourself because that's what draws people to you. Your differences are what make people just absolutely adore you.
Oh, how
So,
kind.
okay. That's my message for you.
how appropriate. Okay. Well done. Congratulations, Millie.
You.
High Priestess. I know someone has, but I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh. Two of coins.
My high priestess is here today. I'm so excited.
Moon. I think I know who had the moon. They're not here. So yeah, okay. Ace of coins. Whoa. Oh, no one's got this. I know that. Yeah. I can assure you that the 10 of and the 3 of swords are in my readings, but not in my raffles. Queen of coins. Page of coins. King of wands.
That's me.
Who's that?
Is that Gretchen?
Amy.
Amy. Amy! You said it so quiet.
Okay, are you going to get the Cassidy reading, Amy? Right, tell me when.
When?
Okay, I'm just grabbing the tops. No. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Onwards. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. No. The Tower.
That's me.
Oh,
I can't believe you put that one in as well.
yeah,
That's
I put the Tower in.
I was like,
Who is that?
that's Judy.
This is Judy. Okay, Judy, tell me when to. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to. These are the ones that are left. I've got all the tops sticking out. So.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I've got my reading glasses on, but I can't see very well.
No.
All right.
No. Okay.
Oh, well.
Okay. Queen of Swords. No. The Lovers.
Yay, me.
Who said me?
It's Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. You're
Hi.
right.
Yes, are you?
What is the last card?
No.
Oh, stop.
Oh, no. There's 3 left. Okay. Oops. Oh, that one fell out. We'll do that one. The Empress. Anyone?
Oh,
Cassie.
that's me. That's mine.
Yeah. Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
That's my card.
Yeah, you didn't win the oracle reading, I'm afraid.
With myself.
With yourself. Okay, there's only 2 left. Right. Okay, I know how I'm going to do this. Right, okay. 9 of Wands. No. Page of...
That's me.
Knight of Wands.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I heard 9.
Oh,
That's
no,
me.
there was 9 of Wands.
Yeah, that's
Yes, is that
9.
Jackie?
9
Sorry,
is
no,
Jackie.
there was 9 of Wands before the Knight. Okay. Now, Jackie, as there's only 2 moons left, I'm going to let you choose. One of them says family on the front, and one of them says finances. One of them has got Cassidy on the back. Choose which one you think it is.
Family.
Bad luck.
Aww.
So, Khalid, I did say Knight of Wands after. You've won an oracle reading. Cassidy. Go on, Cassidy. Quick oracle reading. And then comes the big finale of the raffle.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, so your card says wandering path, enjoy the journey. So it's got, it's very cool. It's got a little fox and it's got this nice little trail at the back and he's sitting there looking at this fantastic map and there's like a little pocket watch. I hope you can see this. This is a very beautiful.
He has, wait, is this a scroll? That he has?
It's like a big map scroll thing
A
written
map,
out on,
okay,
sitting
map,
on the stem. There we go. Yes. So enjoy the journey. Yeah, that's the message for you this year. I think to
I love
I think you've got a
too.
beautiful road ahead. Like look at these lovely rolling mountains or like hills that you see in the background, but then we got this like sly fox being all
Yes,
like you are.
Thank you.
And I think it's gonna be, this is I'm gonna send you a picture of this card after, but I think this is an excellent year for you. Enjoy every minute of it. It looks like things will kind of come easily, the nice warm tones in this card. And what the other message I'm getting is like, I think what you kind of see and how you expect this year to go, I think will be very much as it does. It's not showing up as like any tumultuous, unexpected things. This is really quite enjoy what you have set out because that's where you're heading.
Nice.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Very nice. So this brings us to the grand prize of the finale. So first of all, I'm going to put 4, and these are the 4 that have got our names on them, 4 of the moons back in the bag, and only those 4. Okay, the other 8 gone. Okay.
So the winner of this one actually wins.
Yeah. I'm now putting all the cards back in, and it's going to be fast. I'm literally just going to turn them over one at a time after I've shuffled. And whoever's card comes up, I mean, we know there's cards here for people who didn't come today or that were not allocated, but one of you here will win, and definitely an in-depth full-length reading with one of the 4 of us, whoever's name is pulled out. And we won't be doing the reading now in front of everybody. To be arranged at an appropriate time. Okay, so this is a very, very nice prize for somebody.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Hello, Dean.
Hello.
You can see him sitting down there. Okay. Okay. So, without further ado, I'm literally going to take them off, and you need to shout, scream, yell, okay, if you have this card. Okay, has anyone got the Queen of Swords? The Lovers.
Yes, it's me.
Oh,
Kathy.
That was quick.
All right.
Exciting.
That we were going to be here for sort of like 3 hours. Okay, Kathy. There are 4 moons. Wait a minute, hang on. I am turning the moons like when you say stop, whatever moon is on, I'm going like that.
Okay, stop.
Whatever moon is on top is the person that's going to do your reading. Cassidy.
Oh, exciting.
Congratulations, Cathy. Thank you
Thank you.
for playing. That was really, really exciting. Now we just have a couple more things still to go. So the next thing is, who's brought their tarot decks with them?
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to turn your cameras on so we can sort of see everyone holding up their tarot decks. So take your cards out of your deck. We're going to do a great big kind of like collective tarot reading together for the new year, which we thought would be like pretty exciting. So it's a 1 card reading. So it's very, very simple and straightforward. We're all going to focus on the same question. And that question is, oh, hold on. Are we all present and correct? Yeah. The question is, what's the best thing I can do for the greater good in 2021? Okay, so when you've done, I would tell you all when to put your cards down. Obviously, stop shuffling whenever you feel it's right. We'll have a sort of like a moment of silence for I'll repeat the question again, and then we would like everyone to post a photo of their card and their answer to whatever you got into the Pomegranate Lounge on Facebook, if you can. That would just be really amazing. But let's sort of try and get this collective energy going. So just to repeat the question, what's the best thing I can do for the greater good in 2021? Okay.
But wait. They never wait. He kept me away this morning. You didn't even have the decency to tell me what had happened to him.
What?
What?
I think it's a TV program. I hope it's a TV program.
I'll turn it off. Sorry.
You're lucky.
Tragedy.
You're lucky
Sorry.
she's not watching Bridgetown. That's what we were watching. You'd have had like that.
Okay.
You saw our faces like,
Oh my God, do we need to call the police now? That's hilarious. So, right, so has everybody got their card?
Yes.
So just for fun, we'll hold up our cards and just wave them, but we'll post the answers on the lounge, just in case anybody else got the same cards. Oh, wow. Got the tower. Down there.
Oh, gosh.
Wow. Oh, yeah, mine was reversed, actually. Mine was reversed. Well, we've got quite a few reversals there. Oh, I love that Queen of Cups.
I got King of Cups.
You did. Amazing. Sharon's going to be very
blind
generous
everybody.
to everybody. Right next to you.
I've got the Fool.
Oh, that's amazing. And I'm just going to have a look on the second page of people. Helen. We've got another Hierophant. Amazing. So if you can post those up on the Pomegranate Lounge, everybody, that would be fantastic on Facebook. So the big announcement. Okay, it is now official that our next festival, we have the date for our next full-on festival. This is really exciting. The name of the festival is, drumroll, Jupiter's Homecoming.
Yes.
So I don't know if anyone can guess when it is, roughly. It's going to be on Saturday the 15th of May. It may just around that time. It may fall over a couple of days. We haven't decided yet whether it's 1 day, 2 days, whatever. But the focus of the festival is that beautiful Jupiter going into Pisces, which could be the most positive time of 2021. That is when we are doing our Jupiter's Homecoming Festival. So we're very excited about this. We're very excited to sort of, decide on that date. And I do hope you've all enjoyed the New Year's event today. Okay, before we all sort of go and say goodbye, I did promise you some entertainment. So Joanna is going to sing for us live a special New Year's song. And I just want to say thank you all so much for coming, and a very, very happy 2021 to everybody.
Thank you, Mandy.
Well done, Mandy.
Happy New Year.
And you. Oh, here she goes.
This is specially for today. It's a special request from Mandy. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Here we go. No more champagne and the fireworks are through. Here we are, me and you, feeling lost and feeling blue. It's the end of the party and the morning feels so grey, so unlike yesterday. Now's the time for us to say Happy New Year, Happy New Year. May we all have a vision now and then of a world where every neighbor is a friend. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. May we all have the hopes and fears to try. If we don't, we might as well lay down and die. You and I. Sometimes I see how the brave new world arrives, and I see how it thrives in the echo of our lives. Oh yes, man is a fool, and he thinks he'll be okay, dragging long feet of clay, never knowing he's astray, keeps on going anyway. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. May we all have a vision now and then of a world where every neighbor is a friend. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. May we all have the thoughts and will to try. If we don't, we might as well lay down and die. You and I hope you're all singing along to this. I can see Mandy is. Seems to me now that the dreams we had before are all dead, nothing more than confetti on the floor. It's the end of a decade. In another 10 years' time, who can say what we'll find? What lies waiting down the line at the end of 89? Happy New Year, Happy New Year. May we all have a vision now and then of a world where every neighbor is a friend. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. May we all have the hopes and will to try. If we don't, we might as well lay down and die. You and I. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you very much. May it be a good one. Fingers crossed. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Joanna.
She makes me cry every time she sings. She has the most beautiful voice. That I love your voice. You make me cry.
Thank you. Oh, I didn't mean to. Good tears, I hope.
Good tears. Just total beauty.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot,
Thank you.
everyone. See you all soon. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Everyone, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Love you guys.
Oh.
Nobody wants to leave.
We're just seeing everybody disappearing. Oh,
man. Thank you so much for coming.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Fabulous year.
Oh, Sharon, that trick or treat card you pulled for me, Esme, my daughter, thought it could be walking because I haven't walked since February, but I'm just starting now. Do you think that could be right? Because trick or treat, you go walking.
I think that could definitely be part of it. And if that's part of your New Year resolution, keep that in mind.
Well, it's not really a resolution, it's a physical ability. I've had 2 operations last year, so I'm only just able to now start walking.
Well, I'll send you a picture of that card so that you can put it up and look at it when you want to go out walking. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Melanie. Oh.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Haley.
Bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
Oh.
So that was, wow. I'm so glad that we did that. That was really fun.
It was so good. When did you arrive, Dean?
About 7:30, I think.
Oh, okay. In time for the raffle.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Hello,
Melanie?
Dean.
Hi.
She's called Millie now.
Sorry?
That's
I'm called
Melanie.
Millie.
And she's called Millie now.
You know me as Melanie Parker. That's why I'm saying hello to you, because I've not seen you for years.
Oh, yeah.
So that's that. Bye then.
Hello.
Is that
I don't know how this works. Can you see me?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Can you not see me? I'm waving.
No, I couldn't get on before. I had a lot of difficulty, and I'll get the hang of it for the next festival.
Well, we've got another event next Sunday, haven't we? Another live.
Is that your
spread of the month?
Spread of the month? I'm glad you reminded me because
yeah, but we'll worry about that next week.
Can I just say, Melanie, can you see me?
Yes. Why can't you see yourself?
Dean, if you go up to the right-hand side of your screen, it has a little grid that says view. And if you click on that grid, if you put gallery view, you should be able to see everybody.
Wait a minute. I think I found Millie. Is it Millie?
Yes. Look, I'm
I
waving.
think I can see you.
Yes. That's me. I've also got darker hair than when you last saw me, and I've got a different name, so no wonder you were confused.
Yeah. I'm not very good at this technology.
I've known.
Can you see yourself now?
Yeah, and it's not very attractive.
I have known Millie Scott, who I call Melanie Parker, since, I don't know, 40 years.
What nonsense. You're getting muddled up with somebody else. A much, much older sister.
Didn't you sell wedding gowns or something?
Oh,
like 100 years ago, I did. Yeah. I've had many incarnations, Dean.
Ah. I want a wedding gown.
Oh.
For no reason.
Oh. Well, I'm going to go
Awesome.
and eat my fish and chips.
Okay.
Cold.
Are you feeling the conversation has deteriorated? Okay. Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you, Melanie.
Happy New
Thanks so much.
Year.
It's so lovely to see Esme as well.
Yes.
Oh, she's gorgeous. As are
Yes.
you. As are you. But yeah,
Indeed.
yes,
Thank you.
she's absolutely gorgeous. So I just yes, Cassidy. So I'm just talking shop here now. It's very boring.
Okay.
Khalid said yes to Sunday.
Mhm.
Don't worry about this, Sharon.
Okay.
This is to do the MailChimp. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's gone. Bye,
It's
Melanie.
just us chickens now. I can smoke, right?
Yeah. So Khalid, yes. So we'll meet. What time did you say, Khalid, on Sunday?
I think it was 3:45 UK.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I need to put that on my diary. 3:45.
Yeah.
You don't have to stay, Dean.
Yeah, I'm going to go now. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, it was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Bye.
I'll phone you tomorrow, Dean. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hang on. So, meeting with Cassidy.
So I'm going.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hang on. Yeah. I'm just putting this on my diary. 3:45, Sunday the 3rd. Right. I've got that on my diary, so I won't. Bye, Dean. Oh, he's gone. Is Annalisa still here, or has she gone?
She's here, but she's on mute and no video.
I think she's just abandoned. And then on Monday, Sharon, I'm going to meet with you. We're going to do card meetings at 7, but we said we